Hi, this is Kelly Hernandez. I am going to show you all the books that I picked out to show shape. Um, the first one that I want to show you guys is called, I'm gonna move that, it's called I Say Ooh, You Say Ah by John Kane. This is another Usborne book. As I said before, I love Usborne, so if you haven't checked them out, you really should. This one, this one's a really simple book. It's an interactive storybook for kids where it kind of basically gives them instructions, silly little instructions that they do to interact with the book. So starting with every time they say ooh, you're supposed to say ah. So that's where the name of the story comes from. Um, and a lot of it, as you can see, there's not even illustrations on several of the pages. There's just words and there's just instructions of what you're supposed to do. But what I wanted to show you are my examples of shape in here. Here, let's see. On the page before, we've got to read this part. It said, okay, there's one more thing. When you see an ant, you say underpants. And then on the next page, you have this first little ant. So I like this because I love the shapes on these little ants. You have the basic round shapes. They're really simplistic pictures. Like I said, it's a simple story, a simple book, so they're nice little simple pictures, but you get these basic shapes for the ants, just a little round. And then on this next one, you have the little rounded hilltops. Um, so really basic, like I said, basic simplistic shapes, which goes along with the story, which is another basic simplistic story. Um, so it kind of adds to that simple theme. And then we have the little donkey, and he is again just made up of these nice simple basic shapes. So and then of course we have more ants back here where you have to say underpants. I think there's a pile of ants. Oh yeah, there we are. A little pile of ants on there. So you gotta say underpants, underpants, underpants. So, super cute book. The other thing I like about this one is it also is a good example of color. It has these nice bright primary colors on all the pages. Primary and secondary colors, rather. There's a little bit of both spread out throughout here. But they have these bright, colorful pages which capture your attention. And then, you've got these bright green ants. He doesn't really look green on that picture, but I promise he's green. And these nice bright green hilltops. So you've got all this use of like these bright, bold colors that really just add to the story. So this one, like I said, I say ooh, you say ah. Super cute book. The next one I want to show you that shows some shapes is rather The Day the Crowns Quit by Drew Daywalt. Several of you may have seen this book before. It's pretty popular, I think. But it's about a boy who goes to take out his crowns to color one day, and he finds that his crowns are gone, but instead he has a stack of letters that are all made out to him. And basically, the letters are all from his different crowns saying the reason they quit. We have the red, who is overused. He has to color everything because there's so many things that the boy likes to color red. And so this poor red crown is exhausted. And so this is the first example I wanted to show you of the shapes. We have the basic heart shapes and this nice rectangle shape. And the reason I like these so much is because it is from the standpoint of, or from the viewpoint of a little boy. And so it's supposed to be illustrations by this little boy. And so we have these nice simple pictures, these nice simple shapes, which add to the fact that these are supposed to be drawings done by a little kid. So super cute. And then we have the purple crown who's fed up because of not staying inside the lines. So that one's really cute. But again, you have some basic shapes. Then you have, of course, the beige crown who's just sad because he never gets used because nobody ever colors with beige because it's just boring. So it goes one by one through all the different colors about why they want to quit, why they're all fed up with coloring. But I just love the basic shapes. You know, they are not your typical just circles and squares and everything, but these little man-made shapes. But basically, like I said, the reason I enjoy them so much is because of the simplicity and the fact that it's made to look like it is illustrated by a young boy. And then the other thing that I wanted to touch on with this book is that it is another great representation of color, because we have a different color on every page, and you've got these bright, beautiful colors, except for beige. Beige is kind of not a great example of that, but with all the different pages, you have the different colors. So you have these bright, beautiful colors that go along with the story. And of course, with the whole story being about these crowns and their different colors, those colors, of course, add to the story. So this book is a great example of both shapes and colors. And it just happens to be one of my girls' favorite books, so I decided to add this to my list for tonight. So I hope you guys really enjoyed those. Again, I had I Say Ooh, You Say Ah, and then The Day the Crowns Quit. Thank you all so much. I hope you enjoyed it.